Let's ask Amit Kalyani about what went in the quarter, because it was a flat quarter on the revenue front. EBITDA was down about 4%, but margins improved from 16.4 to 18.6%. Amit, good having you. Thanks for joining in. From that quarter wherein there was this small warning given, Amit, things have changed a bit, but I would love to understand how you thought about the business momentum in the quarter, because for almost the entire part of this quarter, thus far, we've heard management cite challenges in the environment, except for the last 2 days when people have said that now the government is starting to spend a little bit and things seem to be turning around.
Yeah, Neeraj, it's you're completely right. With the overhang of the central elections, there was, let's say, slowdown in capex spending and payments in many of the infrastructure sectors, which had its cascading effect on the CV sector and overall capital formation in India. Hopefully, we expect that now that all that is behind us, and hopefully in less than a month, Maharashtra elections will also be done. A large part of the electoral stuff is behind us, and we can get back to business at hand. The good news is that in spite of the overall weakness, or let's say uncertainty in many parts of the world, due to our diversity and new businesses, both defense, castings, and also our forging business have performed well. We have won more than 2,200 crores of new orders in the first half, out of which defense is about almost 1,400 crores, and then aerospace is a large amount. Then in the casting and forging,
We see
business momentum will keep growing.
We lost your audio just for a bit there, Amit.
Sure. Yeah. So what I was saying is that we have won almost 2,200 crores of business in the first half, out of which about 1,400 crores is defense, and about 300 crores is aerospace, and then the rest is between our casting and forging business. Translate into larger business opportunities for us in India. We're gearing up for that. We're already seeing larger opportunities, more customer conversations and traction starting. And also with the election of President Trump, there's a huge demand shift from China to India, where people are getting prepared for potential tariff barriers coming.
On that point, those potential tariff barriers would apply to Indian companies and Indian exports as well, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Can you just quantify that vis-a-vis China? What is the advantage you see, not just for India, but of course for Bharat Forge as well?
See, we don't know what the tariffs are going to be, but definitely there will be a significant tariff differential between us and China. And Indian companies are competitive. Indian companies are part of the global value chain and supply chain. And, with this whole migration from Europe to outside of Europe, plus, migration out of China into other places. I mean, look at our defense business, okay? Last year we did 240 crores, and just the order wins in this first half are 293 crores. So that should tell you what kind of momentum we are seeing with the China plus one in these high technology and strategic areas.
This is coming from India, and how much from the US, just to give us a perspective?
This is all exports.
So all exports. And how much from US?
So a large part of the aerospace is all to the US.
Okay.
So I would say 75-80% is to the US.
And you expect that to grow to what extent? I mean, obviously you can't quantify, we don't know, tariffs, a lot up in the air, but just since you're sounding so optimistic about US, what is the outlook there?
We expect that if you look at the aerospace business, we expect to be able to multiply our business in this space in the next 3 years. So more than double it in the next 3 years. I would say double, even triple it in the next 3 years. And these are all high value, high technology products that we make.
So suffice to say that defense, both in terms of, for lack of better terms, the top line or the revenue front, as well as the operational metrics, because it's high quality products that you're giving, will only grow and grow to 2x, what have you, over the next 3 years. Defense at large can do that?
Yes, absolutely. And please remember that we don't need any capex for this. So this will have a large flow down into bottom line and improve our ROCs and cash flows.
What numbers are you looking at, Amit, when you think of it? I mean, it's
So
tough
our
times currently
ROC
globally.
target internally is to be in excess of 24%.
From a current, sorry, excuse me for not knowing that number right now.
So currently we're at about 18%.
Okay, 18 to 24. Okay. Amit, the other thing is this international subsidiaries. In your presentation as well on the exchange, you've spoken about how you hope that in the second half, you look to improving that. It's been in the works for a while. Can it improve in a scenario which is as volatile as the globe is currently in the second half?
So look, when we started our restructuring to downsize and reduce cost, that started about 6 months ago. We made a pretty drastic, let's say, planning that we should be even at 60% or so of their previous volume. We should be at a break even. But if we need to increase that, we will. We definitely are aiming that our European business has to break even at a PBT level this year, and we will do whatever it takes to make that happen.
What will you do, Amit? I mean, I just wanted to come to you on Europe. Your PBT is minus 527 crores. You're saying you will break even this year. Where do you see that impetus coming from?
So look, there are three things that we are doing. One is we are going to reduce our overheads and our operating cost. Second is we are going to increase our revenue, and we are also going to reduce our interest and other costs.
Okay.
I don't know where you got this 527 number. I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Okay.
You know, the number for Europe is 527 million. That's 52 crores.
Okay. Okay. 52 million.
Yeah, 52 crores.
Okay.
Yeah, 527 million.
Okay.
Yeah. I was wondering where you got that figure from otherwise.
No problem. Amit, one quick update on forgings business as well. After 3 very strong years, again, as your presentation said, there's a bit of a cool off there. But I'm just trying to correlate this with how North America Class 8 truck sales impact would be, because there the recent numbers that came out were very strong too. So would you expect some optimism from that geography?
Yeah, I'm not, I think the forging business is very strong, continue to get stronger. We are increasing market share. We have lots of new programs that are on the anvil, in the pipeline. And, we are now supplying our forgings into new sectors, which we had never even considered were possible for us. So I would expect the forging business to also continue growing at a double digit, in spite of the weakness. Look, 1 quarter or so, we may have some inventory corrections, etc., which you can't do anything about. But otherwise, I expect to see continuous quarter-on-quarter improvements and growth. And some of our other sectors, such as e-mobility, such as aerospace, will start contributing a larger share of our both top line and bottom line in the years to come.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to differentiate that Indian auto or Indian CV may be under a cloud, but global, you think ex-Europe things will look okay on the automotive
absolutely.
front.
Absolutely.
Okay. One last question from my end, Amit. Any kind of capital raise that you would need to do for any of the global acquisition / capex plans that you may have in the next 6 to 12 months or 6 months maybe?
So, we have an enabling resolution for a fundraise of up to 2,000 crores. and this, this had certain assumptions in place. We will, I mean, we have the enabling resolution, we have our, AGM or shareholders approval. We are considering it, and we will see, what we want, what we need to do for this. But, even if we do it, it's not going to be a large fundraise. And, it could be a combination of various instruments.
Okay. Okay. So maybe we talk about what the capital raise is meant for and what instruments once it's formally announced, maybe in a couple of months' time. But okay. Well, wishing you all the best for a strong second half, Amit Kalyani. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking to us. That's Bharat.
Take care.
Thank you.